Welcome! In this video I'll make a quick and tasty pan of baked rotisserie chicken enchiladas with Mexican pinto beans and Mexican rice. I was inspired today in the grocery store smelling the fresh rotisserie chicken and seeing some new Mexican blend shredded cheese and jalapeno corn tortillas, and just thought how good some chicken enchiladas would be. Doesn't that look good? So here we go. Okay, so as promised, here's the rotisserie chicken. Obviously, I've already shredded it, taken it off the bone and everything, and I got about a pound of it there, and put the rest away in the freezer, save for other recipes. And then I got my ingredients here: chilies and beans, onion, tomato sauce. Here's that cheese I talked about. It's got Chihuahua and Oaxaca, or however you say that, and the jalapeno corn tortillas, garlic. And, of course, some green onions. And some cilantro. Gotta have a cilantro. Lettuce as well. I like a little lettuce on top of my enchiladas. I got all my pans out here. I got my pan for my beans there. So I'm gonna get started on the beans first, because those take the longest to cook. They need to simmer for like an hour. 45 minutes or an hour or something, however thick you like them, but I like to cook them for about an hour. Start out with some bacon grease here. You could use lard, or you could just use regular oil, olive oil or whatever. Butter, be good. It's just for flavor. I mean, we need some oil, but I like to use bacon grease just for flavor. Okay, I got some red onion, and I'm gonna put the red onions in the beans. I think it looks nice in there, and of course it gives a little taste, and it gives a sharper flavor. Now this one's obviously been in the refrigerator for a little bit, but I'll just cut off the bad parts. We don't need a whole bunch for this. Just a little bit of pretty fine dice. Okay, we'll just get those into the pan with our bacon grease. We're just going to soften those up a bit. So stir those up and cook them down a little bit. Okay, we'll get some minced garlic in for our beans. Okay, so I realized here I forgot to film dumping in the beans and the broth. So I got 2 cans of pinto beans. You can use black beans for this as well. And 3/4 cup of chicken broth, when I used better than bouillon. And a can of diced green chilies. I got some chili pepper, or chili powder, sorry. Just your basic chili powder. I have some bacon crumbles in there. Some ground coriander. Some ground cumin. Some paprika. More, and that is hot smoked paprika, but just regular paprika is fine. Some oregano, a little cayenne pepper for some heat. Okay, I'm going to chop up some of this cilantro. I don't worry about pulling out the stems or anything. Just chop them all up, unless they're really big. But they're tender enough, you don't even notice. They all taste just the same. Let's give that a good stir. Okay, so I just realized that I got the beans in the wrong pot, because I have a lid for this pot, but I don't have a lid for that other pot. So I'm going to put the beans in there because I don't need a lid, and then I'm going to do the rice in this pot I had the beans in because I have a tight-fitting lid for that. So now we just want to bring those beans up to a nice simmer there and let them cook together and thicken up. Okay, now for the rice, we're going to toast the rice a little bit, and I'm going to use bacon grease again for that. You can just use oil if you like. Okay, I'm just going to chop up the rest of the cilantro because we need that for the rice and for the enchiladas and for garnish. I'll just put that in a bowl and set it aside. Okay, next up I'm going to start working on the chicken meat, the chicken taco meat that's going to go in the enchiladas. So I got an onion here, white onion. I'm just going to dice that up. Okay, like I said earlier, I did shred this chicken up earlier. But I think I'm going to chop it up a little more. I like a little bit smaller pieces in the enchiladas. So it's definitely just whatever your preference is. Okay, we'll get our baking dish ready. Just going to spray some oil in there. Help with cleaning later. Preheat our oven, 400 degrees. Okay, I'm going to get started on my filling, my chicken meat, chicken taco meat. Get some olive oil in there. Okay, get the onions going. Okay, we're just going to cook these onions till they soften up a bit, turn translucent a little bit. Okay, some minced garlic. Okay, got some diced jalapenos. Generally, I like to use fresh jalapenos, but I forgot to get those today, so. And we'll just add in the rotisserie chicken. Of course, it's already cooked, so all I have to do is heat it up. And I did chop it up a little bit more than what I had earlier. And this recipe is real versatile. You can use, ground beef or chicken or turkey or pork, or of course shredded chicken or shredded beef, shredded pork, any kind of meat you want. Okay, so I got some water, and then we're going to put in our taco seasoning. Just basically following the directions on the package. I'm using this Cholula stuff, which I really like, found recently. But you can use whatever kind of taco seasoning you want. And these taco seasonings, they have like cornstarch or cornmeal in them, or whatever, and that thickens them up. So you put the water in and then mix it all up, and then just kind of simmer it, and it will, thicken up and make a nice little sauce on there. Okay, I like some lettuce on the top of my enchiladas. So I'm just going to cut up a little bit of that. Some shredded lettuce. Then let's check on our chicken meat here. Starting to thicken up. Okay, we'll just take it off. Set it over here and let it cool a bit. Okay, I'm going to get started on the rice. So I'm going to dump the rice in there. I'm going to coat that with oil, and I'm going to toast it a little bit. And that's a cup of long grain rice. I'm using basmati. You can use whatever long grain rice you like. You don't have to worry too much about rinsing it or anything, because we're going to toast it and cook it in oil, so that'll keep it from getting sticky. Okay, I'm going to chop up some green onions, slice them up actually. I'm going to put these on at the end for garnish and for, of course, that fresh onion flavor. Okay, we'll dump in our onions, turn the heat down a bit, getting a little toasty. Some minced garlic. Okay, we're going with 2 cups of our homemade chicken broth, low sodium, 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, and if you like it spicy, you can use that El Pato hot tomato sauce. It's really good, but it is also really spicy. Ground cumin, kosher salt, coarse ground black pepper. I'm going to give this a little taste. Usually what happens with this is the only thing I'm missing is salt. I'll make sure I get it salted right this time. Okay, we'll just cover that, and then we're going to bring that up to a light boil, or a high simmer. Okay, that's ready there. That's up to temperature now. So we're just going to turn that down, and we're going to set our timer for 18 minutes. Should be 18 to 20 minutes. So whatever there, till it's done. But don't stir it or anything in the middle. Get a little oil in our frying pan. So what I'm going to do here is fry up the tortillas. So I got my jalapeno king size corn tortillas. Now it seems to me tortillas used to be bigger, and the regular ones seem small to me now. I don't know why. But anyway, I like to get these king size ones. You can just use the regular ones. I've never seen these jalapeno ones before, and they are really good. Okay, so I got this large can of enchilada sauce. Just pour a quarter cup into the meat mixture there. We're going to go with some of this special Mexican cheese here. Like I said, Chihuahua and Oaxaca or whatever it is. It's basically like a Mexican mozzarella and another cheese. I can't remember. This is a really good mix. It's kind of expensive, but really nice. And you can do this with putting the cheese and the meat in the enchiladas separate. But I do kind of like to do it this way because that makes it faster. Just mix it all together. However, if you do it separate, you can have it kind of like layers. So you'll get a nice layer of cheese in there. And then some of our chopped cilantro. The meat mixture's cooled down now pretty much, so we don't necessarily want to melt the cheese in here yet. Like it to melt while it's in the oven. Okay, we'll start heating up our tortillas. And when I said earlier about frying, and we're not really going to fry them too much. We're mostly just going to coat them with oil and heat them up so that they'll soften up. I've seen some people doing this in the oven or in the microwave. you know, like spraying them with oil and stuff. I just don't think it works as good as doing it this way. I know this takes a little longer, but I think they come out better. And then add more oil, of course, as necessary, because you do want to soak them in oil. That helps soften them up. Because what we don't want is we don't want them tearing as we're rolling them up. Okay, we got our tortillas all done. I'll heat it up. We're going to dump some of this sauce in here. Start out with. Instead of the big can, you can use 2 small cans of the sauce. Use whatever kind of sauce you like. You can use the green too, the verde, to make green enchiladas instead of red. So we just coat both sides of the tortilla with the sauce and then dump in some of the filling. Nice generous portion here. And then just roll it up and slide it over. Now we just got to do that with the rest of them. Now I did cook up 12 of these tortillas, but I won't use them all. I think I just use 11. Okay, we'll just get this last one rolled up. See, I got a tortilla left. Okay, so next we'll just douse these in the enchilada sauce. As much or as little as you like, but I like quite a bit. Sprinkle on some more of that cheese. Now, of course, normally I just use the Mexican blend, the regular Mexican blend, which has like Monterey Jack and cheddar in it. But you can also just use cheddar or whatever you like. Okay, we're just going to throw this in the oven. Preheated to 400 degrees. We're just going to bake that for 20 minutes. Basically, all we got to do is heat it up and melt the cheese. Okay, enchiladas are done. Those look pretty good. It's all bubbling around the edges there. Okay, we got our rice, all nice and fluffy. Got our pinto beans. They have thickened up nicely. Just top the beans with a little bit more of this cheese. Chopped cilantro. Top our enchiladas with some cilantro. Nice fresh green onions. And we'll top the rice with some cilantro as well. Okay, I'll just get my plate here. Grab me a couple of these enchiladas. Oh yeah. Nice stringy cheese there. Lots of sauce. Nice portion of that red rice. Some pinto beans. Just like a Tex-Mex restaurant, man. All right, look at that. Oh yeah. Give me some sour cream. See, I got my lettuce on there. Yeah, these came out really good. In fact, usually I'm just mostly the one eating leftovers, but I always had to fight over the leftovers from this for the next few days. So these came out really nice. There you go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to let YouTube know this is the type of content you like to watch. Comments are welcome.